and welcome to episode 22 of Minecraft Survival with NuttyChef. Here we are over at the UFO again, and like I said last episode, I was just going to finish off the pumpkin and melon sorting thing we were doing. So I've sort of fixed that up down here now. And I've sort of gone with like a cave sort of look. I was going to go with like the white concrete and the diorite like we have in the UFO, but then I thought like this isn't actually part of the UFO. Like this is just underneath the ground under the UFO, so it would be weird if this was the same color as that. So yeah, I went with a cave theme, sort of like how we have at the death counter. It's probably still a little bit more work to do down here, but I think it's good for now. I can always come back every now and then and tweak it a little bit. I've just put heaps of glowstone around and hidden it with some bushes. Didn't hide that one. I put this in here. You can't actually, this is where the items come down the water stream. You can't actually see it though, but thought it still looks cool. And yeah, so it's all sorted down here. So I waited overnight for the farm to fill up, and it's all full up from the bottom to the top. So I thought I'd do a little time lapse of just grabbing all the melons and pumpkins, crafting all the melons, putting it all into here, and then having it all automatically put into here and sorted for us, ready for trading with this guy, which I haven't put back up there. I just thought it would be even easier if he was already down here to just trade with him right here, like right next to where all our melons and pumpkins are. So thought I'll leave him down here. Maybe we can put someone else up there to be the pilot of our UFO. But yeah, that's why I put so much glowstone around here, because I was worried that I went around in F3 mode and just made sure there was no spots where any zombies or anything could spawn. So I'm pretty sure he's perfectly safe down here. And he hasn't died yet, so yeah. I'll do this time lapse and then I'll get back to you with the results of how many pumpkins and stuff we got after one night. Okay, so we've completely drained all of these chests, crafted all the melons and put them into here. Now it looks like we only really needed two chests here to put them all into, so we didn't really need all these, but anyway, they're there now, so that's cool. So they should be making their way down here. And into here, let's just have a look. There's some other stuff in there. And some stuff in there, that's a bit weird. I hope this is still working. This is a trap chest, I think, so yeah, it's working. Yeah, okay, so should all be working. So, yeah, we got about 2 double chests worth of stuff after one night. But just remember that the whole farm stops after this chest array fills up, because the minecart can't drop anything else off. So if we had more chests, overnight we'd probably get even more. But I think that's plenty enough for me. I mean, we got a beacon out of about 1.5 nights trading, so that's perfectly fine. So I think finally this pumpkin farm is finished for the most part. Let me just drop off some of this crap. So that's really good. And so this episode we're going to start on a new project. Oh, let me back down. No. Get out of here. Interrupting my speech. Let's go back down. Yeah, so I want to start on the... there we go. On the building for the super smelter. So I've already got some materials together over there, and I've started a little bit of it. So I'll go over there now and I'll show you what I want to do, if I can get out of this stupid hole. Okay, let's go. So I've sort of laid out a foundation similar to how I did my house over there. I want to do it in the same sort of style as that, but it's going to be a bit different. So I've got some spruce pillars over there just sticking out of the ground, just so I could get an idea of where, like, how the building's going to be and how the roof is going to be on top, just like how we did this house. So here we go. So basically, actually let me just get some height. So I've only done this bit so far. I haven't done any of this bit or that bit. I've only sort of done this bit. And how I want it to be is, there's a rectangle in the middle that goes from this corner down to this corner, up to that corner, over to there and there. And I want that to be a platform, like a wooden platform. And that's going to completely cover all the redstone and stuff like that, so you won't be able to see it. And the walls can be like a rocky, cobbly stone sort of thing. And then I want the pillars to go even higher and a roof to go on top, but without walls. So when you stand on this platform, there won't be any walls. Maybe we'll put fences, like how we had our balcony over there. How it still has a roof on top, but no walls, just fences maybe. I think that'll look pretty cool, and we'll have like maybe a staircase leading up to the platform here, and another one here. And then I've sort of started the platform here, so I want a platform to actually go all the way around this that you can walk on, which will be about that wide, and then a roof on top of that as well with no walls, so you can look out of it. And maybe, like, because if we're coming from over here and we want to go this way, and say we've built stuff over there in the future that we want to get to, so we don't have to go all the way around or all the way around this big building, we can sort of come up these stairs and walk across this platform, and maybe there'll be like a way to get down over there. And also I want an entrance there to get off of this platform as well. So yeah, and how I want the roof is sort of like how we did this crisscross roof on the top here, except I think it'll be a bit bigger. So that's why so this middle rectangle is there, but then I've got these sticky out bits here, and another sticky out bit there, sticky out bit there, and a sticky out bit there. So I think there'll be a big triangle roof, going one way and a triangle roof going the other way. So yeah, I think it works in my head. So, and I've sort of got it all planned, so hopefully I can bring it all together and it'll look good. Hopefully, that's the plan. So I think the next stage is to sort of get like these rocky walls in, sort of like how we did the other house. So all around the bottom up to this level there, where we're going to have the platform. So actually it might actually go to here, to there, just all the way along, sort of all different looking, all the way around, over here as well. And maybe we can put like an access door down here to get into our redstone for maintenance or something like that. And yeah, so I think this will look pretty cool once we're done. So there'll be like a ramp going up here and another one here, and then yeah, maybe we can have a little door to go in here, and if something goes wrong we can fix it. So yeah, I think I'll try and get a bit more done, and I'll come back after that. Alrighty guys, I'm back. Just going around the sides, all the way around, and added in our wall. So the redstone's completely hidden away now. Just all the way around, just to here. I think we'll just concentrate on this building in this episode. And we might save this whole long bit and the end building there for the next episode. So I just spammed torches under here because it was about to get dark under here once I added the flooring above. So yeah, so now I'm just adding the flooring. And after that we can start raising these pillars. All these pillars, wherever you see one of these log faces, it's going to be a pillar rising up. And then we can sort of see, we can start to see where our roof is going to sit. And I don't know how tall I want these pillars to be either, but when we get to that, we'll get to that. And I'm just using half slabs here because it's way cheaper. I put full blocks around these chests just so it was harder to sort of see down the sides of them. But everywhere else I've just been using these slabs. And where these tracks are, where they come up out of the ground, I don't know what I'm going to do there yet. Obviously you'll be able to see underneath a little bit, so I might have to change some of that grass down there to something nicer looking, because otherwise it's going to look a little bit crappy when you're looking down those holes. And this will just come across like that. So here, so obviously that's going to come out like this, and then this is going to come across. We can only take it to, I'm not even sure if the minecart will get down there, so we might just take it to there, and that one, to there as well, just to be on the safe side. And yeah, because you'll be able to see down these holes, I'll have to make these full blocks right here, I think, and this one too. Oops, maybe all these, those full blocks, and these two. Let's just go all the way around the tracks with full blocks. I think will look a bit better. I hope the minecart can get down there. I think it can. Okay, and then we can just go like this. Okay. So yeah, see what I mean? You can see down the holes down there, so that looks kind of crappy down there. So maybe just at least this area turn into like stone or something a bit nicer. And yeah, so now we've just got to raise all these pillars up. So maybe 4. Because if I go too high, the roof is going to be very, very high, because this is a large building, especially this main rectangle. As you can see, let's just get the corners in, and I'll show you what I mean. Because it's such a big rectangle, by the time, if we start a roof here, and it's a triangle like that, because it's such a large, wide rectangle, the triangle is going to be really, really big. So I'm not sure if that's going to look okay. Hopefully it does. And I'm hoping that having these sticky out bits here and here are going to, it's going to help to make it a bit less big, just one big triangle. It's going to sort of break it up a bit and make it look a little bit better, I hope. Let's eat some food before we die from all this jumping. So yeah, maybe we'll, the main triangle roof that goes across this lengthways, it might look a bit bland. It might just look like a big triangle. So we might have to do some extra little things in that roof, which I've seen other people do, to sort of just break it up a bit, give it a bit more detail, like a chimney or something, or a window with a little triangle bit. So we'll get to that when we're up to the roof. But for now, I'll just get these pillars done, and I'll get started on the roof. And I'll come back in a little bit. Alrighty, so I've done a little bit more progress here. I've built up all the pillars and just connected them at the tops, long ways. And I've done the first couple of triangles here and here. And you can really now see how it's going to sort of fit together. There's going to be some triangle roof here as well, which is going to run that way to crisscross it. And you can just see the triangle here and a little triangle there. And the little triangle behind that big one, that little one there, is actually going to be the same triangle roof that runs across the top of this furnace, across these furnaces, and goes around. It's going to be the same triangle, so the roof's just going to carry on from there. And yeah, and we sort of just carry that through to the other side, this triangle here, so it's exactly the same, it lines up. So I think that's really cool. So yeah, I really like this build style, like I did with this house here. We're in our tower here. Like this roof, it really just helps to sort of plan it out like that, and get the triangles in on the roofs, and see how everything's going to line up with the pillars. Yeah, it's really cool. So all I've got to do now is do the other triangles and then start building the roof, and I think it's all going to line up perfectly. So I'll get a bit more done and I'll come back, and I think after we get the roof in, I think we'll have a good idea. It's going to be a big roof, so it might look a little bit out of place, but hopefully we can add some details in to make it look a bit better. Alrighty guys, I've sort of done the stairs just up every single triangle that I've made, and now it's just a case of connecting them together. So, and as you can see here, these little triangles aren't not centered with these ones, which is okay, I think. I knew that they weren't centered, and I did it on purpose because I think it doesn't really matter. Like, if everything was, like, these ones are in the center of here, and that's okay. But if we made everything perfectly symmetrical, I think that would be boring. So I think it's okay that it's just slightly not center. I think that'll look cool. And I was worried about this gap here, because once we add another stair underneath, when we do the trim, it's going to be very close. But I think we're just going to get away with it there. So I think we're cool there. So now it's just a matter of, it's night time now. I'll go to sleep, so it's a bit brighter for you guys. Let me in. I hate these stupid vines. Okay, here we go. So, this way. So now it's just a matter of connecting the roofs up. It shouldn't be too hard. Basically, we just go along like this. And, get out of my face. Thank you. And like this. And they should just connect up perfectly like this. Excellent. So I've still got to put the trim on as well, like we did on that house there with the stone bricks. But yeah, we're getting close here. So I'll just continue doing this and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so here it is. The roof's on, minus the trim, which will clean up all these gaps. Let's have a look from the outside. And I think it's looking awesome, man. Look at that. So yeah, once we get the trim in, it'll sort of stick out a bit, like here. And look a lot better, I think. But yeah, like I said, see how it's like a really big roof? And it's just a bit plain, like here and here. So we might need to add a few more details, and it's like that over the other side too. Just a bit plain on the top there. Bit boring, you could say. So yeah, like it's a bit glary over this side. Want to put a staircase or something up to get into here. Let's go back over this side. So yeah, we could add like a little tiny triangle roof in here and on the other side as well. And yeah, like I said, all this is going to be open. We might put some fences around. And I was thinking like maybe one corner, like this corner, if we raise this pillar up to the ceiling and connect it to here with a wall, we could have like one corner of it, this corner, like walled off. I think that'll be pretty cool. And then I was thinking, because there's plenty of space in the roof, because it's such a big, wide, open roof, we could probably put like a loft in there, in the roof, and have a ladder going up for some extra space up there as well. And we could get our, because this is a smeltery, or a blacksmith, or whatever, we could get some toolsmiths or armorers from our villager breeder and bring them over here, and they could live in this building. We could get some cool stuff off them, so that'll be pretty cool. And obviously here is our thing here. So yeah, I'll get the trim in, and I want to get the walls in. So the top walls, I'm going to go the same as this building over here with the dark oak and the brown concrete, I think, just like that. And I might put a few windows in as well, just like we've got here. So got to get the trim in, the walls, the top walls, and a few bits and pieces. Maybe add in a little building walls in here to make that all closed off. And get some fences in the sides here. And also get our staircases going up here and up there. So I'll do a little bit more, and hopefully it'll pretty much be finished for the most part when I come back. Alrighty guys, so got all the trim in on the roof there. Got some fences in here as well. And I think she's starting to come together really nice now. So yeah, but I think I'm running out of time for this episode. But I'm really happy with what we've got done here. Let's get some height. I'll have to do, I think I'll do the walls and stuff with the dark oak and the brown concrete between episodes on the inside of there, and sort of just finish up. And then so next episode we can work on this bit. And I think it's going to be pretty cool, like the roof's going to come around here and it's going to be sort of an enclosed space in there. It'll almost be like a little courtyard or something. So I think that's going to end up looking really cool. And yeah, thanks again for watching guys. This has been NuttyChef, and I'll see you in the next episode.